Hi everyone, welcome back. So this video is actually going to be quite a short video, but I feel like I do a lot of videos on sort of specific illnesses or injuries, and the benefits of massage for those. But actually, we don't often talk about the most obvious sort of area that massage can benefit, which of course is the skin. So I thought, why not do a video specifically on that? Our skin is the largest organ of the body, largest sensory organ, and because it's in contact with everything in our environment, we become susceptible to various germs and diseases. Now, massage, obviously, we know, it has a kind of restorative effect on the body in general, and certainly it has a rejuvenating effect on the skin, helping it to look and feel smoother and firmer, maintaining that elasticity, and when you look better, you kind of tend to feel better as well, and we've talked about, obviously, sort of the effects on self-esteem and self-confidence. If you're looking after yourself, then you're sort of likely to have a sort of a higher self-esteem. So I'm just going to talk. It is going to be brief, just about really the sort of main benefits to the skin. Now, obviously, we've talked about how massage can sort of have that effect on the circulatory system, both in terms of blood circulation and also lymph fluid. So certainly one of the benefits to the skin is increased nutrition. By relaxing those soft tissues and reducing tension in the muscles, we can then, improve blood flow around the tissues, which means to the skin also. And of course, the blood, transports oxygen and fresh nutrients to all the tissues of the body. And so this means, with this improved blood flow, the skin cells are, getting, more nourished, and able, again, just like with the muscle tissue, to heal, if we've sort of got any cuts or anything. So in this way, it just helps the skin to regenerate, and also retain moisture. Obviously, just the oil itself that we use in a massage, again, is going to help those with dry skin. But another benefit is improved skin tone and also colour. And again, this is due to that effect on the circulatory system. When we have improved circulation and also vasodilation of the blood vessels, which happens during a massage, this will consequently improve the colour and the tone of the skin. We talked a little bit there about how massage can help the skin to retain moisture. And certainly, softening and exfoliating the skin is, one of the biggest benefits. Friction during a massage will certainly exfoliate any dead skin cells, which will then reduce that kind of dull appearance of the skin. And certainly, as a therapist, that many times when I'm massaging clients, I do noticeably see dead skin cells, sort of being shed. And as we've said, but just promoting that regeneration of the skin cells, you know, by getting rid of those sort of dead ones, and, you know, improving the circulation so that new cells are forming. Improving, you know, improved uptake of nutrients through that improved blood circulation, again, is going to really help to just soften the skin, and keep it in good condition, you know, so that it just feels smooth and hydrated and healthy. But also, in terms of if we're looking at the circulation, we also need to look at the lymph circulation, which is also improved through massage. And the lymph circulation is what carries your white blood cells, which are, you know, form part of your immune system. And the white blood cells are what, you know, sort of fights against infection, and so by improving not only the blood but the lymph circulation as well, we're not only, you know, offering all this extra nutrition, oxygen supply, hydration, but we're also helping the skin to be resistant to infection, so that if we have a bit of a cut or scrape, you know, that improved sort of white circulation of white blood cells will help with that healing process on the skin, which is obviously when we, you know, due to the action of some of these specific white blood cells, you know, we get the scab formation, which of course is the body's healing process. Also, another obvious one, improved elasticity. You know, if you've seen my video on how massage can help with release of scar tissue, I talk about how certain techniques will work on those cross links, collagen cross links, and, you know, the connective tissue, which of course, you know, connective tissue surrounds all of the, you know, soft tissues and blood vessels in the body, and also the nerves. And so by working on this connective tissue, you know, reducing excessive cross links, sort of in areas of scar tissue, and just generally sort of releasing any sort of severe tension in the connective tissue, which can tighten around blood vessels and muscles. By doing all this, we're then going to help improve with the skin's elasticity, and of course, you know, increased collagen production as well. We know that, you know, if you look at any adverts on the TV for sort of anti-aging moisturizers, you know, they talk about, you know, collagen, in terms of maintaining elasticity in the skin. Now, okay, another, we talked a little bit about scar tissue there, so actually I'll talk about that now. So, as we've said, you know, in terms of realigning scar tissue and releasing tight, you know, tightness in the skin and the muscles due to sort of that is excessive growth of scar tissue. We talked about how massage works on those collagen crosslinks, by sort of reducing excessive production of those crosslinks and just sort of regulating the pattern with which those crosslinks are sort of laid down, and consequently helping to realign and reduce scar tissue. But what consequently happens when massage works on areas of scar tissue is that by realigning these crosslinks, and reducing, you know, the production of scar tissue, It also ends up then reducing pain that can arise from that tightness and that in that scar tissue, and also itching. We know sort of during the healing process when scar tissue is forming, certainly, you can find it quite itchy, sort of when you're in that stage where the scab is really sort of drying out and sort of getting ready to fall off. And some people, even when sort of the scab and everything is healed, they'll still find that they experience a fair bit of itching. So massage can help with that also. Now, the other benefits for the skin, we need to look at the glands in the skin. So there's two types of glands that we're going to look at. So there's the sebaceous glands and there's the sweat glands. Now, the sebaceous glands are those which basically produce the sebum, which is that skin's natural oil, that basically will help, keep the skin nice and supple and young looking and fresh looking. And so massage actually improves the function of these sebaceous glands, which means that you've got increased production of that natural oil, which will keep the skin looking smooth and glowing and youthful. The other gland that we've mentioned is sweat glands. So again, massage, likewise, it improves the function of those sweat glands. It helps to improve the sort of excretory function of those sweat glands. So the sweat glands basically excrete urea and waste products through the skin via our sweat. And as the pores are opened, what happens is these accumulated oils are pushed out through the skin. And again, this gives the skin a more youthful appearance, and the massage will help avoid any discomfort due to this accumulated waste just sitting there under the skin. So again, it just not only helps in terms of of condition of the skin, but in terms of having that sort of rejuvenated and fresh, youthful appearance. So that's really the main benefits. The other one, which obviously is kind of a standard benefit of massage, is helping with stress levels. And those of you who have certainly been under long-term stress, so if you're someone who has maybe suffered long-term depression or PTSD, or you've just had in the short term, maybe a couple of months where just something really, you've had a really traumatic life event, that has maybe sort of changed your activity level and your mood. And obviously we know when we're stressed, that fight or flight response kicks in and we get increased production of certain hormones that of course affect other systems in the body. Stress, it creates havoc on our skin, and obviously with reduced sleep as well, that can occur in stressful times, getting shadows and bags under our eyes, and our skin will often dry out. And if we're stressed, we have dietary changes quite often, which again can impact on the skin. So, so many people will turn to massage therapy to not only to sort of just for your skin to feel nice, but to fight the effects of stress that obviously can have that knock-on effect, obviously on every system in the body, but also on the skin. So, as I said, quite a brief video on this, but that's really the benefits of the skin. As always, more videos on my channel, so do subscribe and you'll be notified when more come out. Feel free to contact me through my Facebook or Instagram and I will get back to you, or do comment down below. But until next time, take care.